Hi.
It's
Hi.
official now. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody who's on Zoom and everyone who are listening to us on these various platforms. Maybe we are on live on different platforms right now. So hello to everyone on Facebook and wherever else you're listening to us. We have Dr. Adila Afiz with us in the room. She is the founder of the Life is Spring Institute, and she's birthed, developed, and worked with this amazing, super comprehensive system of work called body whispering, which is something that we get to kind of share and work with together. Like all of us, we've been a part of Adila's journey, so as to say, for the last very many years, and the development of what body whispering is today. So this is a call all about body whispering, and to kind of like, give you all an idea, or this is a place where you can ask all your burning questions about, hey, is this something you've heard about? And if you're on this call and if you're on any kind of social media platform and this is something that is drawing your attention, this is a call to kind of like really start speaking about it and also introduce you to the very many other body whispering facilitators, probably a few of them today, who've been working with the system and their experience. So Dr. Adila, up to you. Would you like to start? What would you like to start with today?
I know. First of all, like a very warm welcome, as Datu has said. Body whispering, no matter how many times I speak about it, and actually there's a few of our body whispering facilitators here, long-term body whisperers, no matter how many times we speak about it, there is so much to talk about. We have so many different angles to cover, and we literally could talk about it and tell you a different thing and cover a different angle each and every conversation, which is why you're actually seeing different conversations all throughout the week as I'm doing various Facebook Lives. The most important thing that I want to start to get across to you guys, whoever you are and wherever you are in the world, is the contribution that body whispering can be to you, to your life, to your practice, and to your business. And just how phenomenal and different this is as a modality, because it's not something that you just do for others. It's something you very much experience the transformation for yourself. And then conversely, it's not just something where you experience the transformation for yourself. You go out and do it as a practitioner for your clients, and you see these miraculous results. And the ease with which body whispering kind of comes into your life and starts to become this very natural energy that you partner with to create your life is something really special. And so today's call with some of the other facilitators is to help you realize that this is not just something that I have experienced. This is something that all of our facilitators have been experiencing, and something that actually has allowed many of us to realize that this body of work is something that continuously changes, continuously evolves, and has something more to offer us right around every corner. And so I wanted to not just talk about what it might be able to contribute to you right now, but also what it might be contributing to our facilitators around the world. And maybe what they share today will resonate with some of you or all of you as well.
Oh yeah, that's there. We have a couple of facilitators from across the world who joined us here. Is there anyone who would like to start? Actually, is there anyone who would like to begin with? Like what? Yes.
Okay, it's like for me, body whispering has always been so close to my heart. And I think mentioned time and again, zillions and zillions of times, that I think as what I was listening to Datu's and Adila's Insta. And when that was like, when he came across Adila and saw that something is congruent there and something is actually talking about and how, and it was like, yeah, I was listening from the other, I'm like, yeah, true. Sometimes you have so much going on in your life, but you do not know what is it that you're here for? What is it going on? Like nobody has actually given us this information or taught us in our life that, how to be connected to your body, or that your body can give you information, or, like we've always been taught as like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, where you do not understand what's the value of having a body, right? And this so very beautifully had put, and Adila very beautifully said there, it's like, your body, it just, when you listen to the whispers of the body, it's like who you be. What you be also is represented through your body, and this body whispering kind of gives you that breakthrough. I think it's an information that should be put in the schools for every little kid growing up, that, hey, you've been gifted with this body, you've come up into the world with this body, and you can play, and it's your friend who can actually always help you, giving the whispers of like, okay, this is happening here, this is happening there, how to get into congruency with that. So as much as many words I can say, it'll never be enough to put it, how beautiful this body whispering is. So it's just, and becoming a facilitator, of course, the day one, I think I attended Adila's class in May 2015. I was like, do you have another advanced class and stuff? And, that is the time I'd been waiting and looking forward to be the facilitator. I'm so proud, honestly, so proud to be one. And I'm like, how can I not be? It's like actually empowering the world with their bodies and giving them, letting them know, explore their bodies, exploring the conversation the information that your body is gifting you, and yet having that peace within you. So it's the most simplest form I've come across to be, but yet, if you do not have the information, why do you have to do this class? Why do you have to be one? Because if you not have the correct information, you do not know how to go about it. So even if you want to become a facilitator, not it's a choice, but yes, to have that information for oneself opens so many different windows, so many different spaces for yourself to be in the world. And I think every class I facilitated, people have changed like in seconds. And I facilitated so many classes in the world, especially when it comes to body whispering. It's so quiet, silent, yet so potent. And yes, that energy just, there's sometimes you don't think that you need to talk at all. Yet you are empowering in that silence. That way you don't have to do things, you have to just be, and you have to just be in congruency with your body. And that's what we all are lacking in this world. So it's now the time for you, and now the space for you to guys, learn more about your bodies, about your life, and how amazingly when you go facilitate the world and people's worlds change, you're like, wow, it was just this. And you just took that little out and the person is changed. And amazing feedbacks I've had every day. And Dr. Saluja, who's done one of my classes, is here as well. And she kind of messages me every day, calls me every day, change my life, use this, use that. I say, no, you chose it. But the magic she's been creating every moment is, it can't be put into words. I don't want to even spoil it by putting into words. So yeah, I think I don't want to take all of the time and let the other facilitators take, but yes, if you haven't, it's just right here what you've been asking in your life. The whispers, the body saying so much, giving you so much awareness. How to change that into your information is this class helps you out. How easy it can be and simple. And thanks, Adila, for that, for always for being there. And such a gift that it is. So yeah, thank you.
That's so beautiful. And yeah, like Aradhana has always been so, how do I say, congruent with body whispering, the energy, and she's like lived that way with all of her classes. And yeah, as she rightly said, that it's literally, I think, a workshop that introduces you to something that is so natural about you in a class format. And that is something which, kind of like blows me away to every single time. Next, we have Shalu, who has her hand up and would like to share. She's a facilitator from.
I did. I'm actually going to, thank you, Datu. Sorry, were you saying something? Did I speak over you? Okay, thanks. I'm going to actually bring a little bit of left brain and right brain into this. So I'm a leadership development coach, and my work revolves around emotional intelligence. Why am I telling you that? Because emotional intelligence is understanding your body and understanding your mind and your emotions and your energy all together. And somebody had a question in the chat, what is body whispering energy? And I have to tell you, it's that energy which aligns your body, mind, soul, energy, heart. Whatever you can perceive is you. It aligns all of that so slowly, so gently, so powerfully. When I say slowly, I don't mean slowly in terms of human time. I mean slowly and gently. It's not a rushed energy. It's a beautiful, gentle, caressing energy. Caressing is the one word that always comes to my mind when I think of this energy. It comes at you like a gush and you feel it like a caress. It's like that. If I were to take away the energy terms, just because if there's anyone on the group who's like, oh, what is energy? I have had people, and as a facilitator, so I only started this in 2020 is when I got into body whispering. And I think I got into it because of my mother. She found relief in her back pain, in her side pain because of body whispering energy. And I said, anything that brings my mother relief, my father relief, I'm going to jump on that bandwagon. So I did. And in the past 2 years, forget the fact that I have shifted so much. Like I can actually feel molecular changes in my body, the way my body is responding and how I am responding to my body. I, the energy, I, the soul, I, the Atman, I, the Brahman, call it whatever you want to, but the I inside the body. And the people who I have facilitated, not just via the classes, my God, the shifts that people through the classes are making, of course, those are a different story, but also through the sessions that we do. So let's assume you become a body whispering practitioner, you can do sessions on individuals. There are so many shifts. People who hadn't slept for years attended 4 sessions, 5 sessions, and they turned back and they said, I don't think I need to come for the sessions anymore because I've been sleeping like a child. I'm like, but come, you'll sleep better. People who've had knee pain, they say when I do the sessions, my knee pain disappears for days on an end. And they keep coming back. They keep coming back for the sessions. So that's a little bit about body whispering. Why be a facilitator? So I'm not going to repeat what Aradhana said, all of that. She's articulated it very nicely. I also feel that when you have the capacity to share an energy as this with more people, and when you have the capacity to create a ripple effect, grab the opportunity. If you're here, it obviously means you care enough for yourself and you care enough for other people to want to explore something new. And the body whispering energy does just that. So there have been times when we've started doing a group session and we have done it not just for the people on the group, but we have actually reached every living being on the planet and beyond. So when you can actually have that capacity, when you can actually have that potency, I'm not going to use the word power, when you can absolutely have that potency, why would you want to settle for anything less? So the 2-3 things, the energy may seem energy, it works in a very scientific manner because it works on your gray cells, it works on your body structure, it works on your molecular structure. So there is necessarily a science to it. And why else? All energy is physics, right? Physics is science, very logical, very science oriented. The other reason, of course, is because it shifts your own world entirely. As Aradhana said, if we start to list down the changes, the shifts, the miracles that have happened in our lives, it'll probably take about 3 sessions. And as she said, I don't want to take away everyone else's time. But those 3 and your ability to create those ripples and difference in people's worlds, definitely worth it, is what I'd say. Thank you for listening patiently.
Thank you for being so, it's such a different perspective, and the clientele that you work with is so different, and it's so amazing to kind of receive that kind of feedback and have you all. Please know that in the course of this, if there's anyone here who has any questions, this is a call for you. So please feel free to use the chat or also just raise your hand. Somebody's ask your questions as well. I also see I see that we have Winda over here who's joining us from Indonesia. Winda, she's also an amazing body whispering facilitator. Is there something you'd like to share? Is there something you'd like to add to what these two wonderful ladies have already spoken about?
Yes, thank you, Datu. I'm from Indonesia, and I'm one of the facilitator for body whispering. And I enjoy what Shalu and Aradhana share. Can you hear me well? Sorry.
Yes, you are clear.
Okay. Okay. And I very much agree with what they say, and also that they put it in a very beautiful way. But for me, I now see it in a bit different angle. Like when I first get into the facilitator, I'm in the space of idealism of, well, if I become a facilitator, then I can help a lot of people. And then, yes, that is a very true thing. But along the way, after being the facilitator, what I found for myself is that it is a journey into myself. It is my own journey and my own growth, my awareness, my consciousness, my energy has been increased and reached a space that I have never imagined like that before. So what I want to say is, like, when you get into a class of body whispering, you can come up and say that, wow, this is so different from what I have expected to be in this class. It happened to me, like when I get into the facilitator class, what in my expectation is like, oh, then after that I can facilitate better to other people. But actually it's all about facilitating me as well. So now I get it that whenever I do a session or I facilitate other people, it actually I facilitate myself. So I grow along the way with the people that I'm in contact with. And that is a very beautiful thing, I guess. Along with all the others, like Aradhana and Shalu already said about it. This is just an add-on from me. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, everything that everyone is saying, not only is it phenomenal to hear, but I wanted to touch on something Winda said, where she was in like her idealism about what this is, and a slightly different angle that I'll bring to it is, even I was in other reference points because I've done so many modalities, and I'm a trained practitioner, kinesiologist, chiropractor, and then all of my healing modalities. Even I made the mistake in the early days of using the reference point of other modalities, other therapies, and other organizations and thought body whispering was like the same thing. And in the last few years, we have had this absolute expansion and explosion of body whispering energy. And one of the reasons for that is because, as I've been personally on my journey of evolution and development, and as the world has changed so drastically, you know, with the pandemic and everything that happened, everything we thought we knew, I think there was this collective like reassessment. And one of the things that it allowed me to do was to open up my world and to really have to start receiving from body whispering, because for those of you that don't know me, I live in one of the smallest countries in the world, furthest away from everyone else in the world. So the pandemic was difficult for us. We were shut off and closed down for business from the rest of the world. And I used to travel every 6 weeks before that. And so I had to really receive from body whispering. And I had to really start to understand what this was. This is not a modality like other modalities. This is not even an energy like other energies. This is truly an energy, Shalu mentioned it earlier, that actually facilitates at all three levels of mind, body, and energy. It is hugely healing. It is extremely powerful and gentle at the same time. And one of the things it does is it actually facilitates us through the dichotomy of life. So one of the things that as you go on a journey of personal evolution, we are all faced with the dichotomy. We're always faced with the either or, the both sides of the coin. And this energy is that. It is the embodiment of true experience of your divine self, because our divine selves include everything and they include both sides of the coin. This energy teaches us how to receive and also give, how to be powerful and also gentle, how to be very connected to our physical body and senses, while at the same time never losing sight of our divine and spiritual connection to all that exists. It is based in a lot of science. It is based in a lot of my training and understanding of science, neurology, physiology. And then it brings in all of those unknowns, those things that we do not know how they work or why they work, because that is the point and the basis of energetic or faith-based work. We know that there is an energy and things that happen in the universe that we cannot fathom and we cannot truly understand with our minds, but we perceive them, we are aware of them, we are connected to them. And body whispering is all of that and more. And so this energy and everything that the facilitators are saying, like they've done such a great job of putting words to this very vast energy that facilitates us across every area of our life, through every situation in our life, and touches every area of our physical embodiment, from relationships to money to empowerment to your intuitive capacities and gifts. One of the most important things that participants report back is that they finally find this connection to themselves. So when you find your connection to yourself, when you find your true calling, your true alignment to your highest purpose, to what it is that makes you feel alive, makes you feel like this is exactly why you are here and this is what you came here to do in this lifetime, that is one of the greatest gifts. That is the antidote to the world that we are living in, where we feel separated, we feel at the effect of mental health and isolation and feeling lost and feeling disempowered and not knowing who we truly are. Body whispering is the antidote to all of that for modern times. And what blew me away, what has humbled me, is how humble this energy is. It is not an energy that demands you to give it such great reverence that you make everything else insignificant in comparison to it. It has humbled me in realizing that it is the greatest energy I have been able to come into contact with, and yet it has just one by one person by person, one country by country, one facilitator by facilitator, grown all over the world, created a whole institute, and left me thinking, how did that happen? And this isn't even about me. This isn't even about a cognitive understanding or a cognitive success that we talk about in today's reality. This energy is something that is going to connect you to all that exists beyond the seen and the heard in this realm, without negating the importance of your physical embodiment. So you get to have it all. You get to be here and enjoy all of the pleasures of being alive in your body and facilitating people in all of the areas that matters to them. And it will also take you on a journey of deep personal development and transformation, and getting to know yourself and getting to know your power and understanding what it means to truly heal or be a healer with no expectation of yourself.
If I may just add, like, you know, one of the things as you were speaking, Adila, was like how amazing we've had people from different walks of life, like different systems of work, who, and like I've seen how body whispering as an energy is literally such a bringing together of, you know, like everyone, literally. If you are someone who has had no exposure to any kind of energy work, any kind of personal development, yes, this is a class for you. If you've been someone who's been a high performance coach, facilitator, therapist, blah, 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 whatever you want to call it, this is for you. This is literally, how do I say? It is an energy that, if it is something that calls you, if it is something that you know that, you know, by the addition of it is going to create greater for you, then yes, this is what it is. I mean, like, we are having a body whispering class with Adila live in Dubai and online after a really long time, actually. And the live bit, especially after, I think, like, what, it's been 2-3 years. And, online. And this is, it's what are the, so we have like a couple of classes in Dubai live. Rashmi, thank you, she shared the links with us. We are beginning with something called the Wealth Whispering Immersive Retreat in Dubai for the very first time. We have this amazing property in Ras Al Khaimah, which is an hour away from central Dubai. It's a Ritz-Carlton property, and we are having a 2.5-day long class, which includes, it's a conversation about money, wealth, and this, yeah, all of that. And it's just the first time, and it's just super exciting. Don't have words, really. Post that, we have the body whispering and the certified practitioners program in Dubai, the city, as well as this is going to be made available online. So I also see we have Meenakshi, who's another facilitator, who's been working with using the tools of body whispering for some time now. Can I ask you to please share with us what's it been like for you, and if there's something you'd like to add?
Thank you so much, Dattu, and thank you, Adila, for creating this wonderful energy, bringing it across and sharing it with all of us. We have been a part of this group for roughly 2 years now, if not more, and thanks to both of you. My life has also changed completely, like most of us who have spoken here before me. And being a facilitator has definitely brought me an edge above. It's got me in a space where I have more belief in myself, and also the belief that there is a capacity in each one of us to tap into to create our own lives better. As we walk the ropes, I'm also learning with it each day. We've had some group sessions and some individual sessions, but the energy has really blossomed me, changed me to quite a high degree. It's brought me very much closer to nature, to myself. And I think, I believe that all of you have contributed to my life, and this energy, and we as a group have contributed a lot outwards. Maybe not what we can even see or quantify, but with so much change happening around, with people whom we all have interacted, I think our work has multiplied multifold. So really excited about Dubai and being with Adila live in person and alive. in the Wealth Whispering program, as well as in the body whispering class itself, actually being and experiencing the class in person. Can't wait to be with there. Next week, we all will be together. Yay.
I just want to thank you so much, Meenakshi. And I had a conversation the other day with Smriti, who's another one of our facilitators. And we've been doing online classes only for the last 3 years, again, for obvious reasons with lockdowns, etc. And she kind of said she brought up the energy of an in-person class. And it was really, really funny because we'd almost gotten so used to the online classes, and there were some participants who I know they've been on the fence, like, well, if I don't need to fly, if I don't need to take the hassle of traveling, I'll just do it online. And that is still a fantastic option for you, and I encourage you to do so. And if you're wondering what the difference would be, what that, additional element would be of an in-person class, Smriti talked about being able to not just do all of the swaps, because we do a lot of swaps, we do a lot of training of how to do body whispering sessions and do swaps on each other in these classes. Not only be able to do your swaps in person, but she said, Adila, when I was stuck on something, or I was asking, how do I facilitate this for this person at this area of their body, there's this energy that's stuck. She said, you walked over and you touched me to give me the energy, like I gave it to Smriti, who then was able to receive it and then give it to her participant on the table, her partner on the table. And she said that element of touch, and to have you in the room, and to have you hovering around, and to have you be there, and to have all the other bodies there. And when you tap into that, body whispering in person, the reason it is such a transformational technique is when it first started, it was only in person, like body work used to be. And people were always surprised as to how transformative it was. And they were surprised at a couple of particular elements of those sessions. One was the intimacy that was created between the practitioner and the person receiving on the table. The other was how the body whispering energy would facilitate the practitioner to know not just where on the body to touch your client or your partner, but actually how to touch them. Because with body whispering in person, we actually explore all of the different ways to do body work and to facilitate change, which is on the body, off the body, with force, without force, with a gentle touch, with a deeper touch. We have different senses. We have different proprioceptive information that facilitates change in our bodies. To be able to experience that in a class, and to be able to experience in-person demonstrations, it really, really, really is something phenomenal. And that's why I'm so excited to get into a room with you guys at the upcoming classes, because it's going to take the online class to the next level. And it's going to take, for those of you who are in the room, it is just such a gift, and I cannot put it into words, as to what you experience at every level of mind, body, and energy when you're actually immersed in the room with us. So I just wanted to add that I'm so excited to be in the room for those of you that are attending Body Whispering, which is in Dubai, or Certified Practitioner Training, which is in Dubai. And I'm going to let Shalu speak. She's got her hand up. And then, oh, did you mean to have your hand up? No?
I did. Sorry, I was also dancing when you were.
And then we're going to talk about what happens in each class and what is the difference between practitioner, certified practitioner, and facilitator. But Shalu, go for it.
Thank you. I actually wanted to talk to something that you spoke of before Meenakshi spoke, and it had something to do with the body, and I can't remember the exact words. But the minute you said it, my body kind of slammed straight sit up. And it was like, yeah, in the connection with my body is so much stronger, so much stronger. So I'm wearing my sari today. woke up in the morning, everything was ironed, everything was ready. I exercised, and I woke up and my body said, don't want to wear this. And but that's just the on the surface part of how body whispering kind of gets you in touch with your body. I'm actually being able to find out my body telling me, I need to have more iron. Like, it's, bless you. It's telling me things like that, bless you. It's telling me I'm not comfortable in this situation, and it's not a whisper, it's a loud shout. The body, my communication, my communion, and my being with my body is becoming so much louder, so much stronger, and therefore there's so much ease. And there's a word in Hindi, and I'm going to translate that to English, that jaddo-jahad, that it's actually an Urdu word, that tussle that we face when our mind is saying something and we're not able to listen to our body, and then we don't feel good. I think that's been one of the many super gifts that I have received from body whispering. And I know people who I work with, who I facilitate, have received from the energy. So it just kind of lit up my world when you spoke about that part. I don't remember your words, but that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I agree, like body whispering, you do the class, you get very intimate with the energy. That energy starts to become a part of everything you do. When you dress in the morning, when you go out, whether you turn left, whether you turn right on the road, whether you meet with a person now or later, like it starts to direct you in your life, and you start to create this flow. I could talk about this for hours and hours and hours, and I could tell you the miracles upon miracles upon miracles of the things that have happened in my life and in our practitioners and facilitators and clients' lives. But I think you guys get the gist of it. And if you have particular questions, we have so many resources. This body of work has existed for many, many years now. So we have testimonials, we have practitioners who can talk to you about their clients with high blood pressure, with type 2 diabetes, with this concern, that concern, high cholesterol, knee pain, back pain, whatever it is that you're wondering about, whether it can help with a certain area of physical body, whether it can help with relationships. About 7-8 years ago, I used to travel to India a lot, like multiple times a year, to facilitate these classes, and people would start saying to me, oh my gosh, Adela, what is this body whispering energy? I do these classes and sessions, and my relationship with my in-laws have changed. My relationship with my husband has changed. My relationship with my grandparents and parents have changed. Like, what is this? Like, it changes whatever it is that you want to change. Money is a huge component of body whispering, because abundance is a huge component of your true nature, your true self. So as you get in touch with and start living your most aligned, authentic, and empowered life, you start living your truth. You start resonating and having a frequency and a vibration of alignment and of doing things that truly resonate with you. One of the things that facilitates is actually money coming to you into your world, because our true nature is of abundance and of receiving. And as we go through life, as we go through generations, as we are the children of our parents who may have very warped ideals around those things, we become distanced from our true nature. So we were born as receivers, we were born empowered, we were born as conscious beings, and the conditioning or the experience of our parents, the beliefs of our parents, create us to shut down, to shut off from our receiving, to shut off from our power, to kind of align with their worldviews. And, you know, I've worked with people who unfortunately have had parents with really, really warped worldviews, which creates children with really, really warped worldviews, and who've come very far from their true nature of being abundant, receiving, being able to trust themselves, being able to trust the universe, and being able to live a materially abundant life, a financially supported life. So one of the side effects of body whispering is actually money and financial abundance. And that's how the body whispering energy has facilitated now one of our advanced programs that's been created, which is wealth whispering. The body whispering energy was the foundational energy of that, and then we had kind of this other energy come through, and the wealth whispering program was created, which is the retreat that Dattu was talking about. And if anyone's interested in that, that's a different program, so please get in touch with us. But just to give you like the information about how this is such an all-encompassing energy. And so when you do the 2-day body whispering class, which is our signature class, like Dattu said, I now only get to facilitate it a couple of times a year because I'm so busy doing everything else. So I'm doing this class myself coming up on the 10th and 11th of October. And it's one of probably only 2 classes I will do every year. So if you want to do a body whispering class, this is your chance with me. And if you want to go on and become a certified practitioner or facilitator, you do need to do a class with me, because we have a prerequisite to progress on to certified practitioner class. You need to do 2 body whispering classes, and at least one of those need to be with me. The other can be also with me or with any other facilitator. And we also have facilitators facilitating in different languages. And the reason for that is body whispering is so vast, it covers so much. Each class is quite unique. We always cover the process, the protocol, and what's in the manual. And then on top of that, the class can go wherever the participants take it. So if you do just one class and then want to progress to a facilitator, you're going to go to facilitating your class, someone's going to ask you a question and you're going to be like, I don't know, that wasn't covered in the one body whispering class I attended. So there is a prerequisite of attending at least 2 body whispering classes, at least one of them with me, so that you have a strong foundation and you can see all of the different topics and how we cover all of the different areas of embodiment. After you attend that 2-day class, you will be a practitioner. It's a very comprehensive class. It has a manual, it has the framework for how you do sessions, how to start your business, what is best practice, how to do your in-person and by distance sessions. And it goes into personal facilitation for you too. Any area of your life you wish to change or heal, we will cover it in this class. And then the next class after this is the certified practitioner training. So that progresses on to a 3.5-day class. One of the core differences in this class is it goes into advanced healing concepts, advanced facilitation concepts, and it teaches you how to do group sessions. I was talking to someone the other day, I don't know who it was with, maybe Smriti, and I was saying, people think doing a group session is the same as doing a personal session, but there's just more people. And that is not the case. There is a muscle to be built and a skill to be expanded on to hold that space and energy and to deal with 10, 100, or even 1,000 people being facilitated at the same time, which is what you can do in a group session. So in the certified practitioner class, we do 3 days of training on like advanced trauma release, abuse, money wounds, visibility, how to clear these things for yourself as well as for your clients. And there's another half day as well included where we really get you to practice your group sessions, and the whole time we're training you to hold the space and to be able to facilitate for larger amounts of people and more advanced kind of transformations in your sessions or your group sessions. That also means you're at the halfway mark. Once you've attended certified practitioners, there's just one more class for you to do, which is our 4.5-day facilitator training. Facilitator training is a bit of a marathon, okay? It's 4.5 days. It covers, wow. Actually, it's quite structured, as you can imagine, because when you are a facilitator of body whispering, you can facilitate the 2-day signature class, the focus classes, which are our specialty topics. You can facilitate introductory classes, so intros to body whispering, as well as do your group sessions, your paid sessions, your online sessions. So there's a lot you can facilitate once you are a facilitator. So the 4.5 days is literally going through the format and giving you the information, the skills, and the practice time to practice facilitating the 2-day class, the focus class, the intro class. And then we focus on how to grow your business, giving you the skills to actually really monetize, because that's really important to me, that my facilitators are financially well off, that there is a return on investment. We are priced at a price point that even if you did all of those classes and all of that training, if you did one body whispering class with about 5 or 6 participants, it would pay for all of your training. And so our classes, our trainings, they are priced in a way so that it is accessible for you to become a practitioner, advanced practitioner, or facilitator, because this energy is really important in the world. It facilitates freedom for a lot of people. It facilitates true empowerment for a lot of people. It facilitates true healing for a lot of people. So we want to get it in the hands of as many people as possible. We want as many facilitators from as many countries in as many languages as possible. So this is like my heartfelt invitation to you. If this is speaking to you, if you are already a practitioner or healer from any modality, if you are a coach, if you are an intuitive, or if you are just thinking maybe this is a path you would like to start going down, please look into this, because we would love to welcome you in. We would love to give you the comprehensive training and the support to make you a very successful body whisperer.
Awesome. Is there anything else? I mean, I just would like to take a minute to acknowledge how amazing a facilitator and a practitioner of body whispering as an energy Rashmi is, who, you know, has used this literally. I mean, she's so resonant with this. Can we take a moment, Rashmi? Like, is there anything you'd like to share with us about, because I know that this is something you literally eat, breathe, and live.
Literally embodies, yes, Rashmi, go for it. Stop hiding behind your little hand. Yeah.
Do you just want to take a quick moment before we start closing? And if until then, if there's anyone else who has any questions, please feel free to share that with us, because we'll be closing soon. All the information and, you know, all these classes are available on Adila's website. And or you can also reach out to us if, you know, we can assist in any way to kind of make it easy for you to get there. Yes, Rash.
Thanks, Latu, for putting me on spot. Thank you, Adila, so much for bringing this. And like all the facilitators spoke, it's one of the, I don't even know where to start. I think when I first did the class with you, you taught me what it means to have your back, and that the body has your back. And I think that has been one of the biggest thing I carry till today. And for me, body whispering is all about that. Yes, I'm a facilitator. Yes, we can do classes, but like Winda spoke, it's more about me owning my energy and being what I can be, doing what I know best. And it's just been so easy. And also the fact that you always encourage us to look at our life even monetarily, not just energetically. Just because you're working with energy does not mean you should not have a standard of living or change your way of working. Every single class I've attended with you has just increased that for me. And I remember in the session, like I think I've spoken about that, I came to you and I said, can you make me thin? I didn't become thin, but I became rich, for sure. So yes, you guys, I can speak a lot about it and say, hey, attend this class for this and that and all of that, but attend it if your body is calling you, and attend this and be a part of it, not from the space of learning how to do it for others or, okay, can I make money out of it? Can this be a class that I put on my resume, or, you know, one more ad? It's not for that. It's more for you know, your body calls you to something special at times. And if you listen to it, it'll give you something magical that nothing else will. And in our sessions, we do ask for intention. Okay, what's your intention? But end of it, we also go back to what does your body want to gift you? I think that is what body whispering is all about. So yeah, thank you. And thank you, Dattu, for introducing me to this. Like, honestly, I wouldn't have come here if you hadn't pushed me there.
Thank you all so much. I mean, it's at this point, like I said, it's really a group creation, and I let go of the ownership of body whispering. Not that I ever really felt that. I always said that I was a vessel for this work to come through. But what I didn't expect was the support and the receiving of this and of me. You know, we all go through life wanting to belong, wanting to be loved, wanting to be able to be ourselves and to be received for it, acknowledged for it, and just loved unconditionally. And this is what this has created for me. And this is what this team, these facilitators, these practitioners, they are my family. And we call it a body whispering family because we genuinely act in that manner, which things won't always be perfect, but family, at the end of the day, one of the things that we talk about is when you're part of the family, we want to do what we can to support you. And these guys are my family, you guys are my family. I do not have the words to express my gratitude, but thank you all so, so much. And we would like to grow the family, and we would like to invite you to be a part of it. So if anyone is feeling like they are missing that connection, that internal validation, and that receiving of who they truly are, not who they have to pretend to be, come and try body whispering. And as Rashmi was speaking, something I was just reminded of is, yes, there is a manual for every single class. Yes, there is a process that we teach you called the body whispering process, or the protocol, where we invoke the body whispering energy. We teach you how to start the session, how to do the session, how to close the session. And we teach you the same concepts for the group sessions in certified practitioner class, and then in facilitators. So that is all from me. Winda, did you have your hand up? Is there anything else you needed to add?
I just want to express my gratitude to you. And before I say that, or maybe I have not expressed it enough, now I want really, really to say it. And what you just said about the family of body whispering is really put me in tears. So, thank you very much.
Makes us want to cry every single time.
I know. Thank you so much,
Thank you so
everyone.
much.
I
Thank you so much,
genuinely love
everybody.
you all. Thank you. Yeah, love you all. And yeah, come and join the classes. Please join us live, join us online, join us now, and come join us in January for facilitators class, because I want to see you flourish and I want to see the world receive from this energy.
Ooh, thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.